Hi guys, my name's Carl. Welcome to another episode of Bodz. What I'd like to do, guys, is start a series off with body parts. The first one we're actually going to do first is we're going to work on our chest. Okay, we're going to have 4 weeks of this. We're going to start off from a modified, easier state, then work up to a more advanced stage. There's a lot of exercises in this workout, and the other ones, if you follow me through with the stages over the 4 weeks, that you'll find that you'll be able to use yourself and you'll get a lot out of this. We'll do 4 weeks of chest, as I said. The next one we're going to do after that is 4 weeks of maybe the legs on an earlier stage right up to an advanced stage. Same thing with the back, and then we're going to bring the biceps and triceps into it. So I hope, guys, that you can follow me through this series because you will get a lot out of it, and I think me producing this series for you guys will help you immensely in your workouts. So what we're going to do basically now is start off with the first workout for our chest. So we're going to do the first exercises. The first one we're going to start off with, we're going to go to the floor, we're going to do a push-up. I'm going to do 2 different kinds of push-up, a modified one and the standard one. Okay, so we'll go straight to the floor. All right, so what we're going to do first, guys, we're going to go on the knees. I'm going to show you the first modified one, then I'm going to show you a standard one. So what we're going to do is go on our knees, try and bring those back heels up off the ground, have the arms slightly out to the front. Remember, keep everything nice and tight in the core. Keep the back of the bum from pushing up, but keep it drop down, the pelvic muscles, and hold it nice and straight. We're going to try and go to the floor and then ease straight back up. So we're trying to go to the floor, keep our head nice and straight also, and then push straight back up. Okay? So what I want you to do in this is try and do as many as you can. There's no real bad thing on doing as many as you can. If you can do 12, 15, 18, 20, whatever you can, that is entirely up to you if you find that's easy doing that. So we'll do a couple more and relax. Okay, most people can do this. They find that's quite easy. Once you've done a few of these and you're at this stage, give it a go to the next one I'm going to show you, because I'm quite sure you will be able to do a few of the other ones. If you can't, resort back to square one where I showed you from the beginning. Okay, so the next ones are up on the toes. So we look in this motion here. Remember, we don't want the bum sticking up again. Hold everything nice and tight. And we're going to have our arms shoulder width apart, and we're going to try and come down from the chest and push straight back up. Okay, so facing down. Do 2 more. Excellent. All right, so that's the 2 exercises. There's a modified one there, and then there's a one on the toes. So as I said before, give the first one a try if you're on that beginning stage, but get up on your toes and give even 1 or 2, because that's going to be an advancement, and before you know it, you'll be using the second one all the time. All right, I'll show you number 3. The next exercise I'm going to show you, folks, is down on the floor again. This is inclined push-up. We're going to use a lower section here, then we're going to use a higher one when we're on our toes. So the first one we're going to do is on our knees, and I'll show you this first one first. So we want to do the same thing, guys. Have our knees up there, feet up at the back, okay, hands up at the front, and again, drop your pelvic muscles forward with this one, so all the weight's on the front of your chest. So we're going to go down and push directly back up again, okay? So straight down and directly back up. Remember, this is working the upper of the chest on this angle. It's like a bit like doing a bench press incline. That's it. Couple more. 2. Excellent. All right, so we're going to do the same thing on a bench, but then we're going to have our body on the same angle with our feet out at the back. On a straight angle, we're going to bring our chest to the top there on that one. It's basically the same, except we're up much higher than what the other bench was, and we want our feet back. Remember, the same applies. So we don't want our bum up in the air, we want it nice forward. Have your chest nearly directly over the bench, arms shoulder width apart also if you can. And then we're going to take our chest right down to the bench and push directly up. That's it. Remember, keep everything nice and straight. Concentrate on keeping everything straight, even in your back. That's it. Couple more. And last one. and relax. Okay, so that's the two lots of exercise we've shown on a flat version and inclined version. There is a lot of exercises out there, I know, guys, that show a lot of things. The reason I decided to do these series is because I want a system in place. I want you to follow the system over the 4 weeks for the chest, the 4 weeks for the back, the 4 weeks for the legs, and then bring even the 4 weeks of the abs in there. So I'm going to show you a system where you can put together these exercises either, as I have previously explained in my other videos, about keeping a diary. This is a good thing, folks, because then you can make a system up with all the exercises or all the videos that you've seen of the series and make workouts out of them, and that's what this is all about. So the next one we're going to do now, we're going to go down on the floor and I'm going to show you a medicine ball push-up, okay, on 2 different ways, on the knees and on the toes also. So we'll proceed to the floor and we'll go to the next exercise. Okay, we're down on the floor again. I've just got a standard medicine ball, just a 5 kilo. I've got a leather one because it's nice and soft. Try and use a biggish ball if you possibly can, because then you can put the whole stream of the hand over the top without the ball slipping out of your hand when you do the push-up. So what we're actually going to do is have that ball there, and we're going to start off on our knees again. Okay, remember, have those knees there, have the ball pretty close. So what I want to try and do with this ball is drop my chest to the right-hand side of the ball and push back up. As soon as I've done that, try and stay in your knees, roll the ball to the other side and do the same thing. Okay, so we're rolling it forward and back. If you find this difficult, you can push your bum up slightly, but not try to keep it down all the time when you're doing the push-up. So into the side, roll to the opposite side and drop into that side. You know it's working because you can feel the side of the pectoral major being stretched as you go in the side of the ball. That's it, a couple more. Last one. And relax. So it's basically the same on this one again, yet the difference is with this one, we're up on our toes. When you do a lot of these push-ups, try not to have your toes like this because there's no balance. Have your feet shoulder width apart if you can, same as your hands. So we're going to do the same thing. So the ball's on the right-hand side, we're going to drop into the side, drive straight away up. Roll to the other side, drop into the side, and roll straight away up. Remember, keep the ball nice and straight across the even path of where your hands are. That's it. A couple more. And relax. The thing I find with body weight movements too, if you get to a stage where you can eventually push your own body up, you're going to have more chance once we get to the series of the dumbbells of lifting a reasonable weight than into heavier weights, because you're lifting your own body, remember that. And when you're lifting your whole body off the ground, it means basically that when we get into the weights, it's going to be so much easier once you work these up. So that's why we're starting off here, then we're working up with a series. All right, guys, we're going to go 2 fixed machines now. Okay, fixed range of motion. So we're fixed in that state because at the start, a lot of the guys don't have proper stabilizer muscles. And if we've got a pair of dumbbells, we're unbalanced and uncoordinated, and we find that accidents happen. So we're going to be in a fixed motion with 2 machines. So it's a perfect motion, and we're fixed into that machine, and we can't sway with our arms like unevenly. Okay, so we'll do the next 2 exercises and we'll see how we go. Okay guys, we're back again. So a fixed machine at your gym might not be the same as what I've got. I've got a vertical chest press that actually uses plates. Remember, it's still a machine that's fixed because you put the plates and weight that you can handle on here. Another one is cables, okay? We're not talking about crossover cable. Well, we are to a degree. We'll get into that with crossover cables down the track. But the other fixed machine we're going to use is a pec deck. Does work by the cable pulleys, so that's also fixed. So this one here, it's a vertical chest press, this machine. So this one here, both arms at the same time systematically come up. You can do single for single arm strength, but both come up simultaneously and squeeze up the top. Remember, squeeze your pecs up the top when you get up to the top, then release back down. Okay, so we'll go into this one here and I'll show you the fixed machine. So if you have got this at the machine, at your gym, pardon me, sorry, try it out and see how we go. It's either this or pulleys, okay? Right. All right, so we're going to start on this one here. We're going to push straight to the top and straight back down again. Okay, try and keep them nice and even with this one. That's it. Remember, squeeze those pecs up the top and bring it straight back down. That's it. Okay, we'll do a couple more. Okay, excellent. So the other thing I was going to say to you guys, if you're going to follow this series, what I want you to do is keep a diary, write down, I'm not going to be specific with the reps or how many you have to do, write down whatever you can do. Okay, that's appropriate with you, with your weight also, because you'll know if your weight's either too heavy or too light, because when you're trying to get that amount of reps out, you'll know straight away if you can get them out. And over the series, as you follow this, guys, with all these body parts, I want you to eventually go back to the first lot of series again with the chest and then advance each time and see if you're actually improving by writing in that diary, because it's a powerful thing and it does work if you follow it. It's a bit like a systematically thing on work. Every time you do something, you're advancing all the time and you're continuously going forward. So that's what we want to do here. So the last exercise we're going to do is a pec deck. So we'll go straight over to that one, and that's done with a pulley. Okay, we're back at this machine. This follows a couple other different parts to the machine. It's got a lat pull down, vertical chest press, pec deck. Okay, so we're at the pec deck section at the other end here. Remember, this one here is a nice round full squeeze at the front, okay, and this is used with pulleys. Okay, so we'll go back around. So it's up here. Remember, with these machines, you only want to go so far, okay? It's the same when you go dumbbells, you don't want to go right away back and pushing your back, chest right away up. I want you to try and keep your back into the back of the pad if you possibly can. So we're going to come up together and squeeze, and then come back to a reasonable position. So squeeze. Okay, remember you're working your chest here. That's it. So nicely in the middle, squeeze. That's it. Remember, breathing's a big thing too. When you breathe in, get some air in that oxygen and blow out. Okay, so blow out as you push the weights up. That's it. A couple more. Excellent. All right, that's it, folks, basically for the chest this week. Remember, I will have another one next week. We'll take it a little bit further. As I said before, I want to use the series because I think it's a great benefit to you out there if you follow this series, and right way to the end, as I said, with all those body parts. Today was just an introduction to the series. We will further get into it, as you can see, along the track, and you can see where we're going with this. So I hope, guys, that you can follow this. Remember too, if you're liking these workouts and you do want to continuously follow them and get heaps out of them, I'm quite sure you do. Remember, there's a subscribe button there, and I will answer most of your questions, guys, as I have for others. So if you can do that for me, that'll be fantastic. But remember, until next week, go hard and achieve.